Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for June 2024. So June is coming in hot, and for us in the Northern Hemisphere, we are stepping into the summer months. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, I know things are a lot colder. But it is interesting because as we enter into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, I just found out that I have an allergy to grass. So it's making things interesting as people cut their yards. So curious if anybody out there has a similar allergy and how do you manage it during the spring, summer, and fall? Especially if you're an outdoorsy type of person like I am. So anywho, let's get into the forecast. But before we do that, this of course is a general forecast. If you're interested in your own personal numerology to find out more about the energies that you came here to work with in this lifetime, your current forecast, upcoming forecast, any of the good stuff, then book some time with me. I would love to work with you and take a look. All right, let's get into the June 2024 forecast. Life path number 6. Gosh, beautiful energy coming in for you all this month as well. We have such strong, powerful kind of energy coming in this month for so many numbers. Love it. So for you all, you're going to be working with the energy of the 11-2 for June, and you're also going to be working with bald eagle. I love this. This is, anytime we have eagle energy come through, it's definitely about finding your truth, getting to the truth of something and stepping into your truth, honoring your truth, seeing the truth of others type of thing. It's a very empowering type of energy. It demands respect. So it's if there's some area of your life where you feel like you've been disrespected or taken advantage of, this is an opportunity to rise above that and to approach that connection differently and approach how you engage with that connection differently. So when we think about the eagle, this is a bird that sort of demands respect. And again, it's more metaphorical, but really it's a presence, man. When you see an eagle, I don't know if you've ever seen one in the wild, but when you see one in the wild, I don't care where you are, it stops you in your tracks. I mean, this is a massive bird that is just a force to be reckoned with. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And what's interesting about the eagle is, it rises above, right? It goes to great heights. It's one of the only birds. I think the condor, the Indian condor, is another one that can go higher than the eagle, but anyway, I think the eagle can go up to 10,000 or more feet. I don't know exactly what it is. I guess I should have looked that up before I did this reading, but it's great heights, right? And so, that's why it's soar like an eagle, right? Have an eagle eye or eagle perspective is because it can go to great heights and still see, for miles. But it often will rise above the storm. And so there is significance here about if there's something that you've been moving through, or if this month brings some additional challenges your way, you can always rise above it. You can always rise above it, and you can always decide how it is that you are going to react or how you're going to respond, how it is that you're going to engage moving forward. We always choose how we participate, always. And we always have a choice with that. It is interesting because with the 11-2 energy coming through, when this comes through in a cycle, we can face additional challenges. It can be we hit roadblocks, we have challenges that are or obstacles in front of us that, we know what we want, we're moving towards it. And then here's this ridiculous obstacle that's just, dropped in front of us. And now what are we supposed to do, right? And so then we can sometimes see it as, well, I guess I'm not supposed to do this, or I guess this isn't meant for me. And really what the challenge is saying is, or the obstacle is saying is, but how bad do you want it? Really, there's something you're not seeing about this situation. And this obstacle or this challenge can help you to see it better. So it's not that it's not for you. It's just that there's more for you to see about it before you make a decision or before you move forward or before you give up on it. So you could see that again, you've got those additional challenges that might present this month, but if they do, it's to push you to follow your heart, right? To follow your instinct, to make sure that what you're moving after is what you want and you're not doing it for the wrong reasons for you, right? And it's interesting because with eagle energy, it's sort of also indicating you can rise above whatever is put in front of you this month, anytime. But really this month, those challenges that might fall your way that seem like a mountain are really a molehill when you rise above it and can see it for what it is and sort of see it from a greater perspective. So I do think that you will be called upon this month, sixes, to do that, right? To rise above the challenges, to rise above the things that you don't need to engage in or participate in that aren't serving you. The other thing I love about the 11-2 energy is, of course, this can bring in relationships and the art of relating with other people. So you could see relationships be really highlighted for you this month. Friendships, colleagues, connections, romantic partners, whatever. It is the art of relating. So there could be some areas where, new friends come in, or an opportunity to balance or heal some kind of miscommunication or some kind of, something that might have went south. You could have an opportunity to kind of heal that this month. And there could be challenges around that, of course. But again, with Eagle and the 11-2 coming through, it's saying you can find a way to rise above it. You can find a way to be the bigger person. You can find a way to swallow your pride and to show up to the connection or whatever it may be from a higher octave. And that is going to serve you much better than coming at it from, like wanting to attack or to engage in sort of the negativity. With the 11 energy, there's definitely something here about saying, find ways to follow your inspirations, to beautify your space, to do things that light you up, that do things that feel aligned with your soul. So, maybe you want to go on a staycation, maybe you want to go on a vacation, maybe you want to just, do something with your home and beautify that space so that it feels more like a sanctuary for you rather than a place that you want to escape or something, right? And you can do that also with like work or your relationships, whatever. But this is definitely about paying attention to what inspires you, but also pay attention to what is taking your inspiration away. Because it's those areas where you're going to face the challenges where the 11 is saying, we need to get rid of this. This is taking our inspiration away. It's leaving us feeling depleted. It's leaving us feeling really like spent, like our energy is drained. These are the things you'll likely face the challenges in those areas so that you can find a way to release them to make more space for the things that inspire you, that light you up, that bring you joy. So yeah, and sometimes that can be relationships, and that can be difficult because it means we have to have those conversations, and we have to recognize that, ourselves and the other person may be on a very different path, and it's time to kind of part ways. Doesn't mean it has to be done in anger or vengeance or vindictiveness. It can just be parting ways and grateful for the time that we had together and the opportunity to learn from each other. But now the time's come to part ways. So it's really about how we view it and how we approach it. And I do think that you'll have an opportunity to really take a close look at that this month and really, just really pay attention to the things that are draining you, that are taking your inspiration away, and what course of action can you take so that you can fill your life with more things that bring you joy and make you happy, and that allow you to stand in your power while the other person stands in theirs as well, and come together in harmony. So beautiful energy this month for you all. Could be a very creative time, could be a time for meeting new people, for collaborating, for working together. But I would say it's always going to come back to what inspires you, what lights you up, what makes you happy. That's what you follow. That's what you sort of are meant to move towards this month and always. But this 11-2 and Eagle energy can help you to do that. So love it. Hope it's a great month. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.